Guess what, everybody? You know what? You already know because of the title of the video. We just hit 3,000 subscribers, and I just want to say thank you to every single one of you that has been supporting me throughout this journey that we've had. It's almost been a year, but it has been a journey. We've played so many different games. We finally made it back to ARK, and I am enjoying YouTube more than ever, and I'm enjoying reading every single one of your comments, and I try to reply to all of them, and just you guys have been incredibly supportive, and I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. This is so much fun. I look forward every day to coming home and recording stuff for you guys, and I'm hoping that my content is getting better each day. I'm having more fun with it each day that I record, and I hope that's starting to show in all my videos, and I'm super excited to see where the channel goes. I mean, we went from, what was it, about 1,300 subscribers about 3 weeks ago to 3,000 now. I'm trying not to get excited about it because we're growing pretty fast, and when I get excited about things, they usually stop happening. So I'm trying not to get too excited, but I'm super looking forward to seeing where the community goes in the future and where the channel goes. And I just can't wait to keep making more videos for you guys. But I really do want to make a computer build for this. So what we're going to do, I finally got all the stuff in, and we're going to upgrade the computer. I've never done one of these before, so I apologize if the camera work is not amazing. But first things first, let's go over what we're going to put in the computer. First thing, we've got the Ryzen 1800X, which is going to make videos come out better and faster, because I can record a higher quality and I can export my videos faster because the Ryzen X is amazing. It's Ryzen 1800X. It's gonna make my exports go from about 40 minutes to 20 minutes. It's insane. And I'm gonna pair that with a Corsair H110i GTX. You can't really overclock the 1800 too much, but we're gonna keep it nice and cool, which is super duper important, especially because you don't want your room to be like a bajillion million degrees. And then what we're gonna do is we're going to put the 1800X into a Asus Crosshair Hero 6. Very good motherboard. I love Asus, and I'm always going to use their motherboards because I'm used to it, and overclocking is incredibly easy with them. And then to top it all off, the AURUS GeForce GTX 1080 Ti. Oh, the Xtreme edition. This thing is amazing. The only card I would recommend for a 1080 Ti. Highest overclock, stays super cool. I've had gigabyte graphics cards for pretty much all. Well, I had one for the 1080. I bought one for my friend that was also a 1080, and he loves it. It stays super quiet, super cool. It's also got fan stops so that when you're not using it to its full potential, it'll just shut the fans off and everything runs super quiet. What we're going to do is we're going to take the old computer apart, we're going to put everything in, and then we're going to do some testing. So I'll see you guys on the other side. Alright, so we were able to figure out a way to get this going without a camera shake. It's a pretty ghetto setup. I'm not going to show you. It's ridiculous. But for those of you that don't know, the Ryzen CPUs, when you install them, you just got to make sure the little, can I get it in focus? The little gold triangle here matches up with the empty triangle there. Now, Ryzen does use a pin grid array versus a land grid array, which is not too much different. Well, it is actually extremely different. I'll let you guys argue in the comments below which is better. But installing this is super easy. It's a zero force install, so it should just drop right in. Then you drop this down, and you're done. Super duper easy. Then we'll just go ahead and install the RAM. I've already looked at the instructions, and these are slots 1 and 2. Make sure you put them in the right way. That always helps. Makes things go a lot smoother when you do that. There we go. Lock those into place. Now we are just using 16 gigabytes of DDR4 2500 megahertz RAM by G.Skill. So they're the G.Skill version 5 Hero or something like that, or whatever they're called. I don't know. I'll put all the pieces, all the components in the description below. And for some reason, I can't talk and install equipment at the same time. Apparently that is not a skill I have. There we go. Okay, so we are good. All we got to do now is actually install it into the computer, hook everything up, and we're good to go. Everybody, we are back. We've got the computer built. I ran a few tests just on standard, so I scored a 1555 on my first test at 3.6 gigahertz with the processor. And then I did a little bit of overclocking, but I'm having a little bit of trouble with the RAM that I have. I went ahead and put the G-Skill, the 16 gigabytes of G-Skill RAM that I have at 24 gigahertz or megahertz, whatever the hell it is, and it just wasn't working out. It was getting a little wonky. So what we did is we redid everything. We got everything re-overclocked. We're gonna go ahead and just run a CPU test right now and see if we can score higher than a 1555. I'm trying to get like 1620, I think is what I should be getting on this now. I guess we'll find out here in a moment. The recording shouldn't do anything to it theoretically because I'm recording with NVEC right now. And let's see here. It's going pretty quick. Not too shabby. Might have to record it without, or do it without the recording just to see if it does any better. Okay, 1565. That's a little bit better. Let's see what happens with... I'm also got a stable overclock at 3.9 gigahertz. Pretty darn good. But I'm going to do this without the recording and see if we get a different result. Whoo, baby. That is a lot better. 1668. Now, I am running into a little bit of an issue with the RAM because I'm using the same RAM kit that I had in my old build, and it's not necessarily AM4 specific. So what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to get a new RAM kit, probably the Flare X 3200 megahertz or something like that, and stick that in there. And I'll probably be able to get this up around 1700, maybe a little bit higher. But I'm happy with 1660. I could probably push the overclock a little bit more, but I know I'm stable here. I don't want to risk anything. I just want it completely stable at the highest I can get. So what we're going to do is we're going to run some benchmarks and see how high we can get the GPU overclocked and see just how good this computer is going to be. All right, so whoop, I hit the... Oh, I didn't know that hotkey was there. We are going to run Unigine Heaven Benchmark 4.0 at 2560 by 1440p, anti-aliasing at 8 times, full screen. Obviously, VSync is off. We've got ambient occlusion, volumetric shadows, refraction. We've got it as high as we can get pretty much. So we're going to go ahead and run this and see what we get. As you can see, we are at a stable overclock at 2037 megahertz. Yes, and it's only at 54 degrees Celsius right now. Let's give it a shot. All right, we are done. Now, we held the 2037 megahertz overclock the entire time, didn't drop at all. We've also got the memory overclock to 5116 megahertz, and we just hit 70 degrees Celsius at the end. I could push this probably a lot further if I wanted to, because the fans, they didn't even turn maybe halfway. It's crazy. So I could probably pump the fans up all the way and probably get it to maybe stable at 21, 22. I don't know. But I'm gonna leave it where it is because that is really good. We got a score of an average FPS of 92.9, a score of 2,339, minimum FPS 29.9, and max 201.8. That is a pretty darn good score if I do say so myself at 2560 by 1440 with everything absolutely maxed out with tessellation extreme, quality high. Pretty good score. Let's go ahead and we're gonna do the 3D Mark Time Spy and see how we fare in that one. Alright, so we were able to get a score of 9,702 with a graphics score of 10,077 and a CPU score of 8,013. I think that's a pretty good score all in all. I'm pretty sure I could get a higher CPU score and a higher graphics score if I had a better set of DDR4 RAM. The one I've got is only running at 2133, and it's not necessarily the one for Ryzen. So if I'm pretty sure I could get quite a bit higher, maybe not tons higher, but maybe an extra 7 or 10 FPS total with actual good set of like DDR 3200. I might only be able to get it up to like 29, but Ryzen does show that it runs a lot better with proper RAM. So I'll probably do a little bit more testing once I get my RAM kit in. I didn't want to spend the extra money if the RAM I had already worked, but it's not working up to the level that I want it to be, so I need to get a different set of RAM. Also, I've got it overclocked, but I'm not even pushing even close to the limits that this could do. I think I might be getting close to the limits of the CPU. I bumped it up to 4 gigahertz, and it crashed. I wouldn't even boot, but I'm pretty sure if I mess around with the voltages, I can probably get it to boot, but I'm not going to mess with the CPU more. I might try and overclock the GPU more. If you guys do want to see just how far I can push this system, let me know in the comments below. I might do a video about it. Don't tempt me, because I will do it. Yeah, that is all I'm going to do for the benchmarking for this. I had a lot of fun doing this, and if this is something that you guys want to see in the future, believe it or not, I had originally wanted to do a tech channel. I wanted to do tech reviews and all that stuff like that. So maybe that's something I want to do in the future, and if that's something you guys want to see, let me know in the comments below, because I would have a blast doing that. Plus, I buy electronics all the time, so I might as well review them. I want to get into doing VR, so if you guys want to see VR stuff on the channel, let me know in the comments below. Let me know in the comments below all the things that you want to see in the future, and I'll try and incorporate them, because this channel is as much about me doing things as it is about you guys wanting to see things. So that was the worst sentence ever. But I want to be able to make content that you guys want to see, and I want to incorporate all of your thoughts and opinions and recommendations into the channel and make this as best of a channel as I can make it. And I can only do that if you guys provide me feedback and stuff. So let me know what you guys think of this. If you want to see more videos with like tech stuff and, you know, computer builds, because I'm going to be getting another GTX 1080 Ti here soon, hopefully, because I don't even know why. ARC doesn't even run SLI, but I just want it. I'm greedy. I'm selfish. I want another 1080 Ti. But yeah, I do want to say thank you all for just supporting my channel. It's been a crazy, it hasn't been quite been a year yet, but it's been crazy and it's been a lot of fun, and I am so happy that I started playing ARC again. Joining the Gaming Evolved crew has just reignited my love for ARC, and I hope that's showing in my videos, because I sit at work and I'm like, I used to love work, and now I sit at work and I'm like, man, I just want to go home. I want to record stuff, and I want to play ARC, and I have not had this much fun recording for YouTube in a long time, and I really hope that's starting to show in my videos, and I just want to keep making better and better content for you guys, and the only way I can do that is if you guys provide me feedback. I hope that it's evident that I at least read every comment, and I try and comment on everyone. I know it's a little bit of a delay sometimes, because a lot of times I'll post a video then I'll go to sleep right after, because I haven't slept in like 32 hours or 48 hours or something crazy like that. And hopefully my sleeping schedule will be a little less crazy soon, and videos will be even better, and I'll be even more responsive in the comments. But once again, just thank you all. You all are amazing. And let's make this community awesome. And this is all I've got for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed it. And as always, if you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. And if you liked the video, don't forget to show your support and smash that like button for me. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye!